What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in to A Hero's Escape, your place for all things HEROSCAPE. Today we've got another tier list video for you. This one's going to be a little longer because it is a combination of both Wave 4, which was released in 2006, Xanafor's Discovery, as well as the large expansion set that was released also in 2006 called Ragnar's Vision, Heroes of Olyndus Farm. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff that was released in 2006, so I'm having to divide them between videos. So the next one, the Wave 5 video, will be Wave 5 as well as the Flag Bearers and the Tundra, so other things that were released also in 2006. Anyway, my channel has just recently surpassed 100 subscribers. Thank you all very much for the support and for helping me get to that number. There will be plenty more HEROSCAPE content to come, so be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get notified. And always leave your comments about suggestions and criticisms, etc. It helps me out a lot. I feel like I'm always making these videos better, so thank you guys again. And just my quick little ad to throw in here. My fantasy novel, The Price of Renewal, is available on Amazon in paperback, hardcover, and ebook. This cover is painted by myself, so that's why it's not necessarily art museum quality work, but it is what it is. It costed not so much money for me to paint it myself. So anyway, let's get on with the tier list. Alright, I'm going to start here with my typical disclaimer. I am not a competitive HEROSCAPE player. I do not have competitive experience, nor have I used any of these units in a competitive setting. In fact, I haven't used any of these units at all because I don't own a single one of these, but I wish I did, because I've always thought that the guys from this wave and this expansion were so cool. There's a bunch of cowboys, which is super cool. There's also some of the coolest dragons in HEROSCAPE, so very exciting. I wish that I could have some of these, but today they are in the unaffordable price range. So anyway, I'll just start with the one that I remember the most that I wish I could have gotten, because when I was a kid, my friend had this one, Jotun, and this miniature is huge. This is like a giant figure, huge 10 in fact on the card it says. And it just looks crazy standing on the board. So let's go ahead and read the card. This is Jotun. He's got 7 life, and you can see his silhouette there where he's holding a giant sword that's like nearly as tall as him. He moves 6, range 1, attack 8, and defense 4, but he's worth 225 points. That's Marvel levels of points there. He's got wild swing special attack with 1 range, attack 4. Choose a figure to attack. Any figure adjacent to the chosen figure, any figures adjacent to the chosen figure are also affected by why can't I read that? Wild swing special attack. Roll attack dice once for all effective figures. Each figure rolls defense dice separately. Jotun cannot be affected by his own wild swing special attack. Well, that would make sense, right? And he has throw 14. After moving and before attacking, choose 1 small or medium non-flying figure adjacent to Jotun. Roll the 20-sided die. If you roll a 14 or higher, you may throw the figure by placing it on any empty space within 4 spaces of Jotun. That's just so fun. That's so cool. The figure must land within clear sight of Jotun. After the figure is placed, roll a 20-sided die for throwing damage. If you roll an 11 or higher, The thrown figure receives 2 wounds. Wow, 2 wounds. If the figure is thrown onto a level higher than the height of Jotun or onto water, do not roll for throwing damage. The thrown figure does not take any leaving engagement attacks. This is really cool and versatile, although rolling a 14 or higher could be a little challenging. But I could, if it was like a little easier to pull off, I could see this being useful for even throwing your own units up on top of things. But you could also just destroy people by throwing. And of course, the wild swing special attack is really good. 8 attack is obnoxious. I mean, this thing is... The damage output of this unit is insane. And he has 4 defense, which is pretty good, too, with 7 life. I mean, it's pretty hard to say that's not A tier. That seems like a really good unit, if you ask me. So I'm definitely going to start us off by placing Jotun in A tier. Alright, let's move on. So, for our first matchup, we're not going to do it that way because I think there is actually a lot of... Yeah, a lot of ones that are heroes in the expansion, so we'll just go one by one. The Aubrian Archers. Actually, I think if I go from reverse, it will not have that issue happen with the cards over the top. So, let's see. Let's go with this one. There we go. This is a very weird looking one. It almost makes me think of that Love, Death, Robots episode with the girl in the water. I know it doesn't look like that. This is like a mummy, but just the way she's doing all this. She's got 4 life. I think this is supposed to be like a Medusa because it has Stare of Stone, but we'll get into that. 4 life, move 5, range 1, attack 2, defense 3, points 140. Instead of attacking, choose any figure within 4 clear side spaces of Sudema. Roll the 20-sided die. If the chosen figure is a squad figure and you roll a 7 or higher, destroy it. If the chosen figure is a hero figure and you roll a 17 or higher, destroy it. So it's super good ability for squad figures. Anyway, though, I just find it weird that an undead is in Vidar. That's kind of strange, but pretty decent, I feel like. I mean, B tier maybe? Like, this could take out a lot of squad guys pretty easily. I feel like it's good enough to not be lower than B tier, but maybe it's C tier. I'm gonna say C tier. I feel like there's a lot better guys than that in this wave. Thericus, 3 life, move 7, range 1, attack 3, defense 3, only 40 points. He has carry, so you can actually move him with flying and move a small figure or medium figure that's adjacent to him to the next to where he lands. So that's pretty good. And, of course, flying. So, I don't know. It's okay. It's good for carrying troops, I guess, but not really necessarily that big of a threat. 3 attack and 3 defense is not terrible, but maybe C tier as well. It could be a useful ability for sure to be able to carry units, but... Alright, we have our first cowboy here, Deadeye Dan. He's got life 3, move 5, a range of 10. Insane range. That gives him points right there. That's got to be one of the best ranges in the game. His attack is only 1, however. Defense is 2, and he has 60 points. He has Olar Enhanced Rifle, special attack. With a range of 10, attack 1, choose a non-adjacent small or medium figure to attack. The chosen figure cannot roll defense dice when attacked by Deadeye Dan's Enhanced Rifle. Deadeye Dan may not use this special attack if he moved this turn. Okay. and they can't roll defense dice when attacked. So that's pretty good, especially if you have glyphs well, that doesn't help a special attack though. I don't know. It's okay, I guess. Sharpshooter. Instead of attacking, you may choose any non-adjacent figure within 10 clear side spaces. Roll the 20-sided die. If you roll 19 or 20, the chosen figure is destroyed. I can't say... I can't say he's that good. Actually. The range is so good, you want him to be good, but that one attack is kind of weak, and it can't be boosted for the special attack with anything. So I think I gotta do C tier. That kind of disappointed me. I wanted him to be good, but I don't think he is. Okay, moving on. We have Sacred Band. They have 1 life, move 4, range 1, attack 3, defense 3 for 50 points. Einar Warlord bonding. Before taking a turn with them, you can take a turn with an Einar Warlord. Oh. With any warlord you control. It doesn't have to be Einar. Oh, that follows Einar. Yes, okay. So that's always good. The bonding abilities are always very powerful. They have disciplined army defense bonus. If every army card you control has disciplined personality, each soldier in this card get an additional defense die. I'd say they're pretty good for 50 points. Like B tier, in my opinion. I think that is pretty decent. Okay, is this an Einar Warlord? No, this is a cowboy. Guilty McCreech. He has 2 life, move 5, range 7, attack 2, defense 2, 30 points, and he has double attack, so he can attack an additional time. But, I mean, it's okay. It's nothing crazy. But at least this one you can boost with attack bonuses and stuff. So I'd put him in Guilty McCreech in B tier. It's decent enough. Okay, moving on, we have Valgard, who is a minotaur of some sort. That's what it looks... Well, it says human, so maybe he's just wearing an outfit. But he is a warlord, so this works with the warlord bonding. He has 7 life, move 5, range 1, attack 2, and defense of 4 for 110 points. His ability is First Assault 3. When attacking with Valgard, if the defending figure was not adjacent to him at the start of the turn, Valgard receives 3 additional attack dice. That's really good. And he has Berserker Charge Enhancement. Add 1 to your die roll when you roll for the Berserker Charge power on any army card. So, like the Vikings have that, don't they? I don't know, but this seems really good. To get 3 additional attack dice for going up to somebody and attacking them, I think you could almost say that's A tier. Plus, he works with Warlord bonding. And he has 7 life. I mean, I think it's hard to say that's not A tier. That's really good. That would be 5 attack dice anytime he goes and attacks someone that's not adjacent to him at the start of the turn. That's an A tier for me. James Murphy, another cowboy. Move 5. Move 5, 5 life, range 7, attack 2, defense 2, 75 points. Shotgun Blast Special Attack, which I think we've seen some other units with that. I think one of the new pirates has that. Or no, that's Blunderbuss Special Attack. But what is it? Shotgun Sullivan has this, right? Range 5, attack 3. Choose a figure to attack. Any figures adjacent to the chosen figure are also affected by Shotgun Blast Special Attack. James only needs a clear sight shot at the chosen figure. Roll attack dice once for all effective figures. Each figure rolls defense dice separately. He cannot be affected by his own blast. Okay, I mean, it's decent. It's an attack of 3 for that ability. And then he has the wit. After moving him before attacking, choose a small or medium figure adjacent to him. Roll the 20-sided die. If you roll a 12 or higher, the chosen figure cannot roll any defense dice if attacked by him this turn. That's pretty powerful. Probably B tier. I mean, it's good to take away their defense if you're able to roll that. I would say that that's pretty powerful. Alright, then we have Major Q9, one of the cooler looking Soulborgs. He looks more menacing than like the Deathwalkers even, if I'm being honest. Move 5, life 4, range of 8, attack of 4, and defense of 7 for 180 points. And he has Quaglix Gun, range 6, attack 1, 2, or 3. He starts each round with 9 attack dice. What? Choose any figure within range and attack by rolling 1, 2, or 3 attack dice. Major Q9 may keep making special attacks with 1, 2, or 3 attack dice until he has rolled all 9 attack dice. Major Q9 may target the same or different figures with each attack. Wow, so you can do 3 attacks with 3 dice, or you can do, I don't know, an attack with 3, an attack with 2, another attack with 2, and then an attack with 1, or another attack with 2, is that right? So, you can do a lot of attacks with that. That's pretty good. I feel like that's A tier, for sure. Okay, let's get on to the cool dragon here. I think this is the coolest dragon in HEROSCAPE. Even cooler than the new dragon. Nilfheim. 6 life, move 6, range 1, attack 6, and defense 4 for 185 points. He has Ice Shard Breath, range 5, attack 4. When he attacks with Ice Shard Breath, he may attack 2 additional times. So 3 total. He cannot attack the same figure more than once. Wow. And that's an attack of 4. That's pretty powerful. And he has flying. I mean, I don't know that it's better than A tier. Well, he can attack 3 times with 4 dice. That is pretty powerful, actually. Maybe that is S tier. His base attack is 6, so that's already pretty good. But I almost am thinking I want to make Jotun S tier as well, because his base attack is just insane. 8 base attack is so powerful. It's hard to say that's not S tier. We'll move Jotun up to S tier. The next one is the Tagawa Samurai. They have 1 life each, 3 to a card, move 6, range 1, attack 3, defense 5. 5 defense, wow, for 120 points. They have counter strike when rolling defense dice against a normal attack from an adjacent attacking figure. All excess shields count as unblockable hits to the attacking figure. This power does not work against other samurai, and they have bloodlust. For every opponent's figure one of the samurais destroys, place a purple marker on this card. When attacking with the samurai, roll 1 additional attack die for each experience marker on this card. Wow, that's pretty interesting. A maximum of 3 experience markers can be placed on this card. So, if you get 3 experience markers on them, they can have 6 attack, which is pretty insane. And counter strike is such a good ability, and their defense is already high. And they're rolling 5 defense. Like, the likelihood of getting excess shields is pretty good. This is A tier, if not S, to be honest. I'm going to go ahead and set them in A tier. It's really powerful. You can get a lot of damage just from defending, which is insane. Now, I don't know. I think I got to double check that because I doubt that works against... Yeah, they have to be adjacent. So the opponent obviously wants to attack them with ranged figures. But yeah, that's really good. Now we have the Gladiatrons, which these guys look like some retro sci-fi robots. Like, I don't remember the name of that movie with the weird robot with the, I don't know, that really old movie, but that's what it reminds me of. 3 to a card, 1 life each, move 5, range 1, attack 2, and defense of 3, which is pretty low for Soulborgs. They have 80 points for the card. Cyberclaw. All small or medium opponents' figures that enter or occupy a space adjacent to them may not move. Figures affected by the Cyberclaw cannot be moved by any special power or an army card or glyph. So they're locked in place. That's interesting. And they have melee defense 1. When rolling defense dice against a normal attack from an adjacent figure, the Gladiatron adds 1 die. Alright, I mean, that's good with the claw. That means they're going to have to be pretty much attacking melee, like adjacent, and then they would get 4 defense. So pretty decent, but like I don't know that it's any higher than B tier. It's nothing amazing. Moving on, we have what happened? Can't seem to adjust the size on this one. My whole screen froze. That's not good. There we go. Okay, Braxis, the other dragon. A Vidar dragon, and it looks like some alien looking thing. He has 8 life, move 6, range 1, attack 5, defense 3, 210 points. Poisonous acid breath. Instead of attacking, you may choose up to 3 different small or medium figures within 4 clear sight spaces of Braxis. 1 at a time, roll the 20-sided die for each chosen figure. If the chosen figure is a squad figure and you roll an 8 or higher, destroy it. If that's pretty good odds for that, so that's a good attack right there. You could do this to 3 different figures in a squad. If the chosen figure is a hero figure and you roll a 17 or higher, destroy it. So that one is not such good odds. But pretty good. And he has flying. I would say that's A tier because that's really good for taking out squads with a area effect. So we'll put that in A tier. Moving on to Vipers. I did not like the Vipers from Wave 1, even though people in the comments seemed to disagree with me, but they didn't seem very good. But let's check these ones. They have 1 life each, 3 to the card, move 7, range 1, attack 3, defense 3, 65 points. They have Olar Warlord bonding, so that makes these ones better than the other Vipers, I feel like. Before taking a turn with them, you can take a turn with the Olar Warlord. And they have Slither, which means they do not have to sap movement in water spaces. I mean, I think they're better for having the Warlord bonding. They're at least C tier, and their stats seem better as well with attack and defense 3. You could almost argue to put them in B tier, but we're just going to do C tier for now. Moving on, we have Morsbane, which is a wizard. So I don't even know what Olar champion is a warlord, but there must be some. He has 6 life, move 5, range 1, attack 3, and defense 2 for 100 points. And he has Rod of Negation. Start the game with 3 brown negation markers on this card. At the end of the turn, if you have at least 1 negation marker on this card, you may choose any opponent's unique figure within 6 clear side spaces of Moorsbane. Roll the 20-sided die. If you roll 1 through 15, nothing happens. If you roll a 16 through 19, place a negation marker on the chosen figure's army card. All of that figure's special powers are negated for the entire game, which is pretty nuts. And if you roll a 20, you destroy the figure. That's pretty insane, but the odds of rolling that is low. So I wouldn't say he's anything too amazing. Maybe like C, maybe B tier. I don't know. I feel like the Vipers might be better, to be honest. I'll put him in C tier. It's just the odds of pulling that off are too low. Okay, my bad. It's getting hard to read these now with the overlapping cards. But this is the Aubrian Archers. They are 3 to a card, 1 life each. Move 5, range 7, attack 2, and defense 2 for 70 points. And they have Frenzy. After you take a turn with the Archers, roll the 20-sided die. If you roll 16 or higher, you may take another turn with them. So that's cool to get another turn, but they're nothing that amazing. With only 2 attack and defense, I think this is another C tier in my opinion. Of course, if you have height advantage and some glyphs and things like that, they could be a lot better and probably would be B tier at least. So maybe I will go ahead and put them in B tier actually, because who's going to play them without putting them in a spot with height advantage? Okay, now we have the one that really looks like the retro sci-fi robot, Major X-17. He has 5 life, move 5, range 1, attack 4, and defense 3 for 100 points. He has improved Cyberclaw. All small, medium, or large opponent figures that enter or occupy a space adjacent to him may not move. Figures affected by the Cyberclaw cannot be moved by any special power on an army card or glyph. Why is that one improved? Did the other one require a die roll or something? It seems almost the same as the others. But anyway, melee defense. When rolling defense dice against a normal attack from an adjacent figure, Major X-17 adds 4 dice. He seems almost the same as the squad card. So, I don't know. Probably B tier as well. I don't think he's anything too amazing. But let's look at the squad card here. Like, it seems like pretty much the same abilities and everything. I'm not sure that that's really all that amazing, if I'm being honest. Melee defense 4, I guess that is better, but I don't know. The last one we have for today is Parmenig. Move 5, life 5, range 1, attack 3, defense 3 for 90 points with disciplined influence. At the start of the game, you may choose any unique army card you control. For this game, the chosen card's personality is disciplined. So that can help you to get your discipline bonus for those other guys that we were looking at towards the start. Regardless of what is written on the card. Sacred Band Defy Death 15. When an adjacent Sacred Band figure receives, and I don't know what a Sacred Band figure is. Are these guys Sacred Band? Yes, okay, that makes sense. They are the ones called Sacred Band. Anyway, when an adjacent Sacred Band figure receives 1 or more wounds, roll the 20-sided die before removing that figure. If you roll a 15 or higher, ignore any wounds. Interesting. I don't know, B tier? I don't think he seems that amazing. The disciplined influence can help you get that bonus for the disciplined army. So yeah, probably B tier. But I want to have an honorary F tier for this video. So we have to decide. Morsbane, I feel like is not very good. This thing has you. Oh no, this Cowboy's F tier. Deadeye Dan is not good. Like again, his special ability cannot be boosted by. I guess it would be for height advantage, right? But he just doesn't seem that good. If you're going for ranged guys, there's better options. Deadeye Dan is the F tier. So that's our tier list for Wave 4, which is called Xanafor's Discovery. But that's that, yeah. Thank you guys for watching another video on A Hero's Escape. And subscribe to get more, because I'm going to be posting lots more. I post very regularly, and there's plenty more HEROSCAPE content for you to watch. And yeah, hit that like button or leave a comment if you disagree and tell me how I'm wrong. All the comments are always helping me to play the game better and more accurately, and so I really appreciate them. And thanks again. I will get to work on some more videos for you.